Welcome to the Solomon Show. Thank you so much for watching. The time has come. It's officially here. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's our Merry Christmas special, part 4. Today's panel, we have Gabriel. We also have Mara. And finally, we have me, your host, Solomon. Now for our first story. What's our next story?
All right. My boyfriend turned me into a baby, and I don't feel like myself anymore.
What? Okay.
I, 30, female, used to be a very independent person. For example, I've traveled to over 30 countries all by myself by age 25. Good for you.
Wow.
I knew how to survive anywhere in the world. My parents were abusive, so I escaped home and lived on my own as soon as I became an adult. I enjoyed living by myself and doing everything by myself. Then I met my boyfriend, 27 male, a few years ago. Despite being younger than me, he treats me like a baby and started doing everything for me. He always takes me to work and picks me up after work since I don't have a car. Well, that's understandable.
Yeah, that's not being a baby.
You
It's
don't
being
have a car. Without him, I would have walked or taken public transportation. I guess you could have done that. I've always been grateful to him for doing this. Not only that, but he always does all the housework. He does most of the grocery shopping and cooking and cleaning and laundry. When we go on a trip, he plans everything. Life with him has been so convenient that I got used to doing nothing by myself in a few years. All my friends say they are jealous that I have a good boyfriend who does everything for me. So I thought so too. But suddenly, I realized that I can't do anything by myself anymore. When he goes on a business trip and leaves me alone for a week, I find it so stressful and exhausting to do house chores like cooking and cleaning, which I always did by myself before meeting him. I became less independent than I was 10 years ago, and I don't feel like myself anymore. On the other hand, I feel like I'm finally receiving the love and treatment I didn't receive from my parents, and it's compensating my miserable childhood. But since I need to be treated like a baby now because I didn't have the chance in my childhood, I'm aware that this isn't healthy in long term. What should I change?
Oh, hold on. That is a lot to digest.
There's a little tidbit,
Okay.
Too long to read. I used to be an independent person, but my boyfriend treats me like a baby and does everything for me now. Now I can't do things like household chores by myself. I lost the independent person I was and turned into a baby. So, again, my boyfriend turned me into a baby and I don't feel like myself anymore. Advice.
I don't think maybe in her mindset it's turned into a baby, but the reality is my boyfriend loves me and she can't handle that. I think it's trauma from the childhood because she's so used to the abuse, so she doesn't know how to accept love. She sees love as a negative thing, and it's not. It's okay to be loved. And for me, like, I'm been used to doing everything, taking care of myself too and stuff. So for me, it's nice to have a partner where you can share the workload,
Yes.
share the stuff. So I'm not carrying everything
Yes.
like on 100 all the time. Like, I actually relax and bring it down to 50. You know what I mean? So I think that's nice. I feel like she's feeling like a baby or useless or whatever when he goes because she's gone kind of spoiled now. And in a way, I think that she's taking it for granted. And rather than thinking of it as, oh, I'm a baby, it's, oh, dang, he does a lot for me.
he's
I need to
loving.
appreciate him
Yes,
more. And maybe when he comes back,
exactly.
I'll do something special to show him my
Yeah,
appreciation
exactly.
instead. But
And he also helps with also the mental load, which is really good too.
yeah.
So I think it's a loving relationship.
Yeah, it's really good. Like, she just needs to get her head on straight and really understand that it's okay to be loved. It's not a bad thing. You're not a baby.
Yeah, and then you could always do chores. Like you split the chores. Like I'll do this, I'll wash the dishes.
Yeah,
You do
offer
the
to help him
laundry.
more and
Yeah.
stuff. That way you get back in the groove of things. It's
Yeah.
just like you're being, I guess, born all over again, that you're learning to do chores and stuff. But that's okay. It may take a while at first, but you'll get used to it. And I'm sure he'll appreciate it too.
Mhm.
Anything to add, Gabriel?
Just have an open and honest conversation with him. Ensure you're on the same page and move forward. It's
Yeah.
like healthy good relationship.
Yep.
Amen. Time for more quotes for the holidays. We forget that waking each day is the first thing that we should be thankful for. I don't know who said this, but Katy Perry made a great song about this. And now for our next story. What's the next story?
All right. How can I, 26 female, get my boyfriend, 31 male, to stop tickling me? Okay, that's an odd question, but okay, there's context to it. It's pretty long too. Okay, we've been together for 2 years. I am pretty sensitive in certain areas, and I have been telling him for the last 2 years to please stop grabbing, touching me in those areas: hips, knees, calves. He does it every time we're together, multiple times. When I move his hand or tell him to stop, he complains that I never let him touch me. This isn't true, and he knows it. Every time we're together, we could be watching a movie and we can cuddle, and he has his hands where he knows I'm not ticklish. I'm starting to get annoyed at this. You never let me touch you. You're ticklish everywhere. I tell him that it is not true and he knows it, but he doesn't listen. It's the same thing every time we're together. Sometimes he even forces it, tells me to relax and that I need to get used to it so I'm not ticklish anymore. Well, he's been doing this for 2 years and I'm still ticklish in the same places, so I don't think forcing it is working. I'm also worried of hurting him. Sometimes he's tickling me and won't let go, so I try to pry his hands off and unintentionally I dig my nails into his skin. I don't know I'm doing it, but he gets so offended and stops. Now I'm the bad guy for hurting him and I'm apologizing to him. I don't know what to say anymore. Telling him no gets me the same responses. When I move his hands and put it somewhere where I am not ticklish, sometimes he just yanks it away. It's honestly getting to the point where I don't want to be around him sometimes. So, too long to read. Boyfriend won't stop tickling me. It's a pattern and I'm not sure what to say or do anymore.
I'm gonna let you guys go first.
Ultimatum.
Huh?
Ultimatum.
Ultimatum, stop tickling me?
I don't think.
Or they can agree to have like code word. Like, hey, if I tell you that you need to stop, you better stop.
Oh, that's
Okay.
one.
It's an
Yeah,
That's a
ultimatum.
good one.
that's a good one. See, the logical one.
Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not sure. Are you guys compatible? Is this the only issue, the tickling? Like, how is the rest of the relationship? Because if it's like to the point where you don't want to be around him anymore, maybe it's time to break things off. I don't know.
I feel the itch. I feel the itch.
Oh, they're
It's
going.
coming.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so my answer has two parts. It's either one or the other, in my opinion. You ready for the truth?
Mm-hmm.
One is he's not getting enough ooh in the relationship. That could be one. Or the other one would be he wants her to lose weight and he's tickling her like, oh, lose weight there or something. That's the only other thing I can think of because it sounds very weird. Because they're how old?
26 and 31.
Yeah, they're in their,
Yeah.
the prime of their life. He's probably like, that's his way of telling her, like, oh, you need to lose weight or something. It's not the nicest way, but that's my take on it.
Or maybe his love language is touching. I don't know.
But she mentioned that
Don't touch me
he
there.
knows where to touch when they cuddle and this and that.
I
So I
guess
think
so.
there's more to it. There's like some subliminal thing to it. So to address the issue, I think Gabriel is right that they need to sit down, have a heart to heart, find out what the underlying issue is, but also come up with a code word too, or what do they call like a secret word, like
I think a code word is what they call it.
code word
Code word.
to stop. Like I'm at my limit, because you don't want to be giving him scars too, digging the nails. That's
yeah,
not
that's
cool
true.
either. So that's my advice. It's time for some more Say Cheese Holiday Edition with this year's Holiday Adventures. Does anybody know where these characters are from? If you can comment below, please. I'm just curious. This girl, too, if anybody knows where she's from, please comment below. This is the closest you'll ever get me to surfing because I am way too scared of sharks. I'm not waiting till Christmas. I'm getting my present now. Time for our next story. Okay, what's our
All
story?
right. So, am I right or am I wrong? I don't want sister-in-law to stay with us over Christmas with new baby. So, background. So, as with many people out there, I've had a great relationship. Have not had a great relationship with my sister-in-law. Since meeting her, we have butted heads over many issues, which have resulted in unpleasant family trips and holidays. I feel she has been rude and disrespectful to me on many topics, most painful of which is the fact that my husband and I care for her mother, my mother in law, full time. Their mother has early onset Alzheimer's,
Oh, that's
and we
rough.
moved to her to our city, despite her living near my sister in law previously, to take care of her full time. She has lived in our house for the past 3 years, and we provide around the clock care for her advanced dementia. My sister in law has never offered assistance, financial or otherwise, for her own mother. When we travel together, she doesn't help care for her mother, and my husband and I end up doing it. She continually questions her conditions and tells us we should just stick her in a nursing home. When she does visit or call, we get criticism and critiques of how we should be taking care of mother in law better. This is personally offensive to me, not only for someone telling me how to run my house, but that we have given her own mother a great life and she should be offering help and gratitude, not telling us what to do differently when she shows up once or twice a year.
Wait, time out.
Yeah.
So I was talking to somebody that's kind of going through the same thing right now, and I was telling them that you can either, well, you need to put your foot down with your family. And if that doesn't work, then you need to adapt because they're not going to change. You have to change. She's like, what do you mean? And I said, so as soon as they start to get all preachy on you, you just say, oh, you know what? The caregiver's calling. I got to go. Bye. And just end the conversation immediately. Oh, so and so is calling. The doctor's calling. I got to go. Bye. And just hang up. Just end it right there because it's so not cool. So not cool. Okay, sorry. Continue.
So I truly don't mind that we do 100% of the care for her mother, but I don't want criticism of how we do it. When a conflict with my sister in law arises, my husband does step in, mediate, or defend me from
Good.
his sister's attacks. That's good.
Yes.
When my sister in law visits my city to see her mother, my husband wants to let her stay in our house. Last time I put my foot down and said no because I was 5 months pregnant and my own mother was just diagnosed with terminal cancer. So I had been very overwhelmed. She didn't stay in her home, and that visit went okay. Now, sister-in-law wants to visit for the upcoming holidays, and my husband wants to let her stay in our house. I'm still nervous about this because if a conflict does arise, my husband won't support me and I'll be uncomfortable in my own house. I am currently 8 months pregnant, and the baby will be 6 weeks old during her visit over the holidays. I'm very nervous to agree to let someone I have so much difficulty with to stay in the house, especially when I have a newborn baby and I'm still going through an absolute hell with my mother's cancer situation. Supporting my parents through this time has been devastating on top of being pregnant and caring for my mother-in-law. I'm trying to be protective of my mental health and the well-being of my new family. I'm happy to spend time with her and try to improve our relationship over time. She can take her mother out as much as she wants, meet our new baby. I just don't want her staying in our house in case an issue arises. What's FWIW? For
I have no
she
idea.
has enough money to stay at a hotel, no problem. Am I right or am I wrong for telling my husband my sister in law can't stay with us during the holidays?
I would just tell the husband, I know it's your sister, that's fine. But if she gets out of line, I am going to give you this code word, the wink, the whatever it is, and you better put her in check, because if not, I'm going to put her in check my way, and you better not get in my way. That would be the disclaimer. Because it's one thing to disrespect me on a public this and that. Now you're in my house, my castle, and you're going to disrespect me? No. That would be the disclaimer.
I feel like I agree with original poster that if sister-in-law has the means of getting a hotel,
Then, yeah, of course.
then go get a hotel, girl. Like, and then the last time they had the visit over, right? She didn't stay in the home. Visit went well. So why can't we do it this time, though?
Yeah,
Just get a hotel.
yeah, just get a hotel.
Girl, just get a hotel. Everyone will be more
Unanimous.
comfortable.
You know, nowadays, like the person mentioned, mental health is everything, because it's just such a stressful world out there. So just protect your peace, protect your house. It's okay. We get it. It's time for some movie magic, Christmas edition. And now for another story. Okay, what's the next
All right,
story?
heartwarming Christmas story. My dad was in the U.S. Army when I was a kid. When I was 5 or 6, we moved to a new duty station, and it was literally just a couple of days before Christmas. My folks got an apartment, and we headed to the base to get a few things from the lending closet: pots, pans, a small TV, and a few other necessities to use until our household goods arrived. I remember a worker at the LC giving me a candy cane and asking what I wanted Santa to bring me. I had the typical little girl response of a Barbie doll and didn't really pay much attention to anything else. You know, I was a kiddo. My folks told me that night Santa might not be able to find us on Christmas Eve since we had just moved, but they said he would definitely get my gifts to me, which I was such a good girl that year. It just might be a couple of days late, just like how the mail can be late. Mom said we could still have a fun day, but we would save our Christmas tree and dinner for when Santa found us. She would still make us some cookies to enjoy. Dad said that he would teach me a new game and let me pick a TV show to watch. Christmas Eve comes, and I remember we had a good time. We watched shows on our borrowed TV, played some board games. My dad taught me checkers, and my mom found made me my favorite chocolate chip cookies. It was a quiet day, but it's still fun because I had my parents to play with, only child and a military brat, so I didn't often have them both at home at the same time very often. When I wake up the next morning, the first thing I saw in the living room was a little tree with lights. Under it, I saw several gifts for me and gifts for my parents too. I got 3 new books, a Care Bear, and best of all, a new Barbie. My mom
Aw.
got a new sweater and my dad got a pair of gloves. We had pancakes for breakfast and had Christmas dinner too. I can't remember exactly beyond ham and mashed potatoes. I remember looking at mom when we were eating our Christmas dinner and asking how everything got here, as she had told me that Santa wouldn't be able to find us after the move. Mom just said that Santa and his elves worked extra hard to find us because I was such a good girl. Dad said, and I will never forget it, despite being young and not really knowing what he meant for many years, that Christmas magic is a mysterious thing and miracles always happen on Christmas Eve if you believe hard enough.
Oh, that's so
I know.
nice.
Years later, I asked my mom and dad if they remembered that Christmas. They smiled and said they definitely did. It was the post Lenten closet that made the magic happen that year. The move had drained their finances and they couldn't afford anything until my dad's next paycheck, January 1. After I had answered the workers' questions about what I wanted Santa to bring and knowing my parents' circumstances, apparently the workers got everything together for us. They brought all the things for a pancake breakfast and Christmas dinner, gifts, and even a little tree with decorations. They had our new address from when my folks had signed for the lended items and came by really late that Christmas Eve, after I was asleep, so probably 8 or 9 to deliver it all. Just goes to show you that Christmas magic is indeed real, and Santa does exist in the hearts of all his elves. Interesting note, this story was actually written in the Post newspaper that following Christmas. Mom showed me the clipping of it that she saved.
That's so
Oh, that's so
nice.
nice.
I
Yes,
love it when
on the
families work
holidays.
together,
Yeah.
yes, and the community comes
Yeah.
together. I think that's so important. It's not Christmas is just like a one family thing. It's like
Yeah, and
it
it's
should be a
so
world
memorable. Like, it
thing.
doesn't have to be expensive, just to do it
Yes.
with family.
Pull together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so nice. I'm glad we're ending on a happy note. Yay. It's time for some Solomon's Words of Wisdom Christmas edition. I have an important Christmas message for you guys. And lastly, a lot of people, they've gone kind of lost in the noise of everything that's going on in the world. Either purposely they've isolated themselves or they just kind of distance themselves and, they're kind of on their own. So I think it's really important to whoever is your close family, your close friends, to have gatherings, whether it be lunch, hanging out, movie night, something, just getting those people that you care about close together. Why? Because at the end of the day, isn't that what life is about? Spending time with people you care about? But another thing, too, I think nowadays with mental health being such an issue, it's good to kind of put everybody together to just like, hey, kind of check up on everybody. Hey, you're doing okay, da 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 da. And if somebody doesn't show up to the event, like reach out to them. Hey, you didn't come last night. Is everything all right? Maybe you can grab lunch, next week or something. You want to come over? Let's hang out. That kind of thing too, because you don't want people being isolated and feeling alone. Because I just feel like there's so much negativity out there in the world. You don't want them getting lost in that. And that's also why I'm making this show too, just to have something nice and hopefully helpful to put out there. But I think when you hang out with people you care about, it kind of puts life into perspective and makes you realize that, all that stuff that you see on social media, the news, this and that, what really matters is just having positive, fun, healthy, appropriate experiences together. At least for me, that's what makes life worth living for me. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, everybody. Eat, be merry, and be extra kind to one another. Because don't forget, Santa is listening. And what people don't like to talk about is Krampus is watching, so you better be good. That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to always be kind to one another. Take care.